Welcome back with the channel with the new topic, reference OSI reference model. It has the following 7 layers, that is data physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. You have to write in this order only. So what is OSI model? It is an Indian standard organization that cover all the aspect of communication is open system interconnection model. It was first introduced in the late 1970s, and open system is a set of protocol that allow any two different systems to communicate regardless of underlying any architecture. So what this open system interconnection is, it is nothing but a set of protocol that has how the two system should going to be communicate with each other without underlying of any other architecture. That means it is in Dubai, it is in India. How these two people they are communicating, but behind the communication, what are the rules, what are the layers should be in, that has to be followed in OSI reference model. So how it's done means, with the help of this 7 layer they are going to communicate each other. So let's start. What is physical layer? It is nothing but it is responsible for movement of individual bit from one hop node to next. All the layer that has only one work, that is they are just going to transfer the data from sender to receiver. Here message, they are just going to transfer the data from sender to receiver. But how the data should be transferred? It has the individual one layer has one name. It has the name that bits. Message are nothing but bits. Here it's responsible for transfer of bits from one node hop to next. That is, here it is considered as data, and it says data from data link layer. It is upper layer to it's going here from the next layer. So it is physical layer. Here physical layer. Here the transmission media. So it's going to add the header in the form of bits only. It defines the types of medium, whether it is coaxial, fiber optic or any twisted pair, which types of medium it is used to transfer the data. And physical layer, data consists of streams and bits. Strips of bit that to be transmitted, it has to be encoded to signals, electrical and mechanical signals. These zeros and ones data should be converted into the electrical and mechanical signal. The data rate for sending is fixed. That how many times the data should be hold on this, how many time the data should take to transfer it to the sender, it should be fixed. So that the sender and receiver clock must be synchronized. They have one clock with both the sender and receiver, which should be synchronized at that time. If hello message is sent by the sender, the receiver is clocked at that time. That message hello is received. So he send an acknowledgement. That is nothing but a synchronized only. There, as example, how the WhatsApp blue tick, that same example synchronized, that the sender may going to know that hello message is received already. So it concern with connection, whether this followed the point to point connection 1-to-1, that is nothing but 1-to-1 connection P2P, or else it follow the multi-point connection where the one link is going to be shared with many other computer, whether it is following which types of link. So it defines the types of topology, that it's using mesh topology, bus or ring topology, which types of topology is going to use. So which define the types of transmission mode, whether it follows only the single mode of transmission, either it's using the half duplex, only when sender is sent and the receiver is only going to use, not going to send back, either it's follow the full duplex, whether both the sender and receiver can going to send the data. And then data link layer. What is data link layer? It is nothing but divide the data responsible of moving of frame from one hop to next. It is nothing but moving of frames. Here the data name is nothing but frames. It's just going to divide the data from when it is received the data, whole data message. It's going to divide it to the small frames and adding header and tailor to that message and going to transfer to the upper layer. So it divides the streams of bit received from network layer to frames, adding header and tailor if the sender and receiver are outside of network. When the two systems are outside, as I told, India, Dubai, they are going to communicate. It is outside of network, so it is man network is used. So here they are going to add header and tailor for such kind of message to be delivered to the user. So flow control is fixed. How many times the data that should take into as how if the sender is fast and the receiver is slow. If the sender is fast sending the data and receiver is receiving it very slow, it can cause a congestion on network area. So it's going to define whether the receiver is slow, means they are going to send the data slowly, and if the receiver is fast receiving the data, it's going to send the data very fast, which is fixed, and error control is achieved. Here network data link layer is responsible for error control also. If the data is lost, they are going to retransmit the data on network. The data is lost or damaged. If two or more devices are using the same link, then it provided the access control to any link. That means if everybody is using the same link only, if two link, when at that time which sender is allowed to transfer the data on the receiver, it is going to provide the access control for the transferring of data, as it is hop to hop delivery, responsible for hop to hop delivery. There is one intermediate node that is nothing but hop to hop delivery of packets. It is responsible. So the network layer that is responsible for delivery of individual packet from source host to destination host. It is directly going to send the message from source to destination, from sender to receiver. It is going to send the message as headers and add header to the packet coming from upper layer, where large network is connected, require a connecting device, that is router. Direct delivery of packet from source to destination. It's going to, as everything is going to be, a header is going to be added with message and tailor is going to be added. As it moved from lower layer to upper layer, the tailor is going to be removed, and then it is handled by the transport layer. And when the large network is connected, when any one country to another country is large types of India, Dubai, when large types of data is to be transferred to the large network, so it require a connecting device, that is router. Router is nothing but going to transfer the data very fast, very best way to transfer the data, and time and cost is also minimum if using the router. Network layer, the main thing that you have to remember is router, the connecting device to connect the data, to transfer our data from sender to receiver very fast. It's just direct delivery of packets from source to destination. Here the term that is used for message is packet. At data link layer, it is used is frame, and its physical layer, its use is bit of streams. So in the next video, we are going to cover the remaining 4 layers, that is transport layer, session, presentation and application layer. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel.